A few days ago, Piers Morgan revealed on his show that one of the people who expressed concerns about Prince Archie's skin tone was Kate Middleton. And I just don't feel like talking about that right now. But I do want to talk about that time in 2019 when Prince Archie was 2 months old, when she blatantly ignored him and his mother. That moment where she wouldn't even get off the ground to see him, even though baby Louis was blowing kisses and looked as happy as can be. And even though the people that were there had no problem chatting with Meghan and, getting close-ups at Prince Archie, Kate kind of made it a point to just not go over to see her own newborn. He was only 2 months old at the time. I found this passage that was written about it at the time that says, "We didn't see any shots of Kate getting up to coo over the baby, which you'd expect. Instead, Meghan seems to stand alone and wary, as if to say, it's me and Archie against the world." You definitely get those vibes looking at pictures from this polo charity event. But of course, guess who got the blame? And guess who got all the shit thrown at them? It was Meghan. Because of course it was. You can even see Kate in the background of one of these photos.
King Charles will feel great sadness for not seeing Archie on his 6th birthday. I swear to God, they do this shit every year. Literally, if you go back to every year since Harry and Meghan has left the royal family up until now, and every time around Prince Archie's birthday or Princess Elizabeth's birthday, there's always an article talking about he will feel great sadness. No, you don't, Sasha's fingers, because if you did, why is it that when I go to your X account, your Instagram, all your social media handles, not one photo, not one tweet, not nothing wishing Prince Archie happy birthday? You're supposed to be the head of the church. You're supposed to be above the fray. You're supposed to be above the bull. You're supposed to be the head in chief. How does the public, the media, the UK public and the media want to convince someone like me that this man allegedly didn't have any concerns about Prince Archie's skin color? You can't even wish own grandchild a happy birthday. Happy birthday! He's 6 years old. He has nothing to do with the conflict between you and Harry. Hell, if you wanted to, you can at the snap of a finger have Harry and Meghan come visit you at the palace so you can see your goddamn grandkids. If there was such a concern or sadness for you, that family is full of shit, and each and every day it proves more and more that the color or Prince Archie's DNA, his birthright, who he was, who his mother was going to always be an issue, is an issue, and will continue to be an issue. Because the rum drop rule might not mean anything right now in the States, but for that royal blood, it surely means a lot.
It was recently Prince Archie's birthday, and thank you to Harry and Meghan for giving us that beautiful photo of Prince Archie looking towards the sun. But something occurred to me, and it was something around public image, media control, and power dynamics when it came to the grandfather, King Charles. And on the one hand, the press was briefed that, oh, he misses his grandchild and he wishes he could spend time with his grandchild. And then on the other hand, it was complete and utter silence from the palace. They didn't wish him a happy birthday, nothing like that. And then it reminded me of the book 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And then these are the laws that came to play. And I was thinking, these people, I know your game. So let's start with law number 3, which is conceal your intentions. So the royal family, as you know, like any institution with centuries of power, they're very skilled at strategic silence and public performance. So by not acknowledging Archie's birthday publicly, despite the briefing in the press, they're deliberately signaling something through omission. and that is silence speaks louder than words. Remember when they wouldn't defend Meghan, but they were busy defending Botox? There you have it. Law number 6, court attention at all costs. So the monarchy, as we know, rely on visibility. In fact, the Queen Mother, the late Queen Mother, used to say they need to be seen to be believed. So this tension between the monarchy and Harry and Meghan obviously generates global headlines, and the institution actually benefits from the constant attention, even if it looks like negative press. Because guess what? A lot of the negative press is actually generated through them, because they say to the press, yeah, go after Harry and Meghan, say nasty things about Harry and Meghan, because in comparison, they look good, or so they think. Another law that I remember from reading the book is Law 36, and that was disdain the things you cannot have, ignoring them is the best revenge. So the institution knows, especially the players within the institution, they know they can never be independent. They know they will never have the freedom that Harry and Meghan have. So rather than retaliating directly, they choose to go through the media to show their disapproval, or they emotionally distance themselves to show that, yes, although we are jealous of your freedom, we are going to act as if your freedom is not something that we desire. Then you've got law number 32, play into people's fantasies. And this is where they are experts, because everybody, we love the idea of a warm, dignified, and loving family. That is a fantasy of the public. The problem is there aren't that many warm, loving, and dignified families. So the people then project those desires on the royal family. And even by expressing regret and not being able to see his grandchildren, but maintaining a very cold public stance, he is simultaneously, he's invoking our sympathy. Oh my God, poor granddad, the children are going to grow up lonely without family. And at the same time, he's actually reinforcing and controlling the narrative. I just thought, let me share that, because I thought, oh my God, these people are diabolical. I mean, to be able to do all this, but then again, they can do it because they've had centuries and centuries of practice. So my name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur. And for more insights like this, please like, share, follow, and comment for more.
Do you remember when your teachers used to grade your homework and mark it up with red pen? You know, the more red that's on your paper, the lower your grade. The Secretary of Education, I repeat, the Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon, wrote Harvard a letter. And this is how the university responded. Let me get out of the way. All marked up for spelling and punctuation errors, glaring grammatical errors. And then Harvard shares it to social media. I'm not gonna lie, I am here for the pettiness. Some things are just too good. There are X's, underlines, arrows. I just have to say one more time. The Secretary of Education.
And so you know how Trump is always talking about he hires the best people, right? Well, you know, he hired Linda McMahon to be the Secretary of Education. And to him, she's the best people. Well, Secretary McMahon sent a scathing letter to Harvard telling them to stop seeking federal funding. And this is how Harvard responded. They literally marked up her letter as if she were a student at the university. This is basically letting her know, ma'am, you are not even qualified to be sending me this letter. The funny thing is, and I quote, she said, receiving such taxpayer funds is a privilege, not a right. My thoughts to her, ma'am, it's your privilege that got you the job for you to be able to send this raggedy ass letter.
Tangerine Machine picked Linda McMahon here to be the Secretary of Education for the United States of America, and they immediately started fucking with Harvard University. Personally, I don't think you should fuck with Harvard University because, you know, them lawyers and them people, them folk over there, they don't play now. But Linda is a rich, and she thinks she can do whatever she wants. Linda, to me, is like the supervisor of the money pit at the casino. Look just like her. Linda, line 1. Anyway, Linda sent a letter to Harvard today, or yesterday. Let me just show y'all the letter. Linda trying to pop her shit with this letter or whatever, you know, sending it to the president of Harvard and all that kind of stuff. Couple of pages, about 2-3 pages long now. Fucking around with Harvard. No sooner than Linda sent the letter over, they got to critiquing. Linda, motherfucker, illiterate ass. Look, Linda, who wrote this fucking letter? Your grandson? Page by page. Secretary of Education. Dumbass.
See, this level of pettiness, this is what I live for. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you hit them back and let them know, like, who the hell do you think you talking to? So, Harvard University received a contentious letter from Education Secretary Linda McMahon, right? She was threatening to halt all the federal grants over alleged violations. We know what that means, alleged. So what these fools did in the most pettiest, brilliant way, they responded with professor-style editing in McMahon's letter and literally sent it back to her with the errors noted in red pen, which is this letter. It was 3 pages. So basically, Harvard mocked her letter for her embarrassing grammatical errors, syntax, punctuation, spelling. It was just a fucking slew of mistakes made by the woman in charge of helping dismantle the Department of Education. This is brilliant. Chef's kiss. This is how you defeat them. Now, this lady who had been in charge of the WWE, WWF, whichever one, for how many years, had no business being placed in that position in the first place. She has no prior education skills. She has no prior anything besides being in the ring and running or being a owner of the wrestling shit, right? But I just love this. I love this for her. How dare you got the audacity to try to tell somebody else what to do and how you gonna do this, you ain't gonna do that, and they hit you back with, oh yeah, but you can't even do this right. I love it. Great job, Harvard. Great job. That's all I have. Carry on.
Hello, my people. Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome, and my returning subscribers, you all know I love you. Yeah, guys, I just love how Prince Dre, the Duke, called out the Charlie Boys BS bullshit. You know, these people, there's something wrong with these people. There is something wrong with these people. You know how much money that Charlie Boy kid has? Because of course he's still a child. He thinks like a 20-year-old. He's never matured past 23-year-old. It takes a long time for some boys to mature, but that boy, even in his 80s, he's still thinking like a 13-year-old boy. So why does he even pay these people to come on the news and start lying? Yeah, y'all heard what Elizabeth said. It doesn't matter whether they are being spoken about positively or negatively. It doesn't really matter. because the Queen Mother said like they have to be seen to be believed. So for them to be seen, all these work shy people, these people don't like to work. You know where William inherited his work shyness? Of course, you all know. From his father, of course. That guy is so lazy like his papa. Well, but they say his daddy kind of used to work, but I don't know how much he worked because I really don't remember seeing him doing lots of work out here. Or maybe he did. He probably did, the same as lazy people do say they saw lazy working. But baby, I grew up in Europe. I don't know the work that y'all guys be talking about that lady like did. I don't know. What y'all call work is probably different definition from what I believe work is. So I'm just gonna sit down and mind my black lady business and just shut up. Yes, bunch of work shy people on welfare. Dumb. Uneducated, them people created all these schools, came up with the guess who got PhD? We did. Who got all the master's degree? We did. Who got all them bachelor's degree? Who are those teachers with all the teachers' licenses out here? Who are all the psychologists out here? It's us. And all them doctors, us, because guess what? Jasmine Carkett says, I did pass a few bar exams. Yeah, I passed a few of mine too. I did. And I'm really damn good at taking all those standardized tests that y'all guys got around here. Very smart. Don't look at me like that. I teach you, entire generation, boy. Yeah. So Charlie Boy is coming out here via these heinous, terrible people to tell y'all guys that he misses his grandbaby. He feels so sad that he hasn't seen his grandbaby for all those 6 years. I don't even know if he saw that grandbaby when the baby was born there in that Frogmore cottage. I don't know if he ever even went there, because if he went there, we would see on the tabloids news. So I don't know if that guy even knows how Preacher Archie looks like. Because remember one thing they said when Prince Harry was born, he was not happy because he was looking to have a daughter which he never got, and then he went and had that daughter with Carmilla. Lara. Yeah, he did. Yeah, one day. Just let him go, and then y'all guys gonna hear the truth. Don't you see that Laura's face? That face don't look like no damn Pokeball guy. That ball guy, that ball guy, Pokeball, Andrew. See his face with that of his son, the drinker. That guy, with that face, that dude. Do you see his face? He look exactly like his father, Andrew Pokeball. And the other one here, Laura, looks like his mother. She looks like her mama. Well, nowadays, these people say they don't even care. They care more about the pronouns. They don't understand that I is also pronoun. So I'm going to use the pronoun he with her. I don't even know if she's really she. That girl. Charles' daughter with Carmel, Laura. Now she got a last Hispanic name, some kind of name like that. It sounds Spanish. Was she married to some Espanol guy, or who is she married to? Well, right now I'm using the she pronoun on her. I'm using she pronoun on her because that face of hers doesn't really look like she, but out there. It looks like more like he. That face that Carmela got there, That Mistress Queen, she looks like a bad newspaper. All those newspapers that I used to read when I used to be little, I go to my grandma's home. Then I was looking for bread, because you know that lady be baking bread all the time. You know, like the person who ate all the fresh bread when the breads were made on this planet. That's me. My grandma used to make all those good bread. She had like a really beautiful bread oven and made very tasty bread and all those kind of stuff. Yeah. So Charlie said like he feels really bad that he can't see his son because of Big C. I don't know why this guy talks about that Big C like that, but if God, he's lying to people, he had never had any Big C, please give him one of those ones, the terrible one, the pancreatic one, the one that is very hard to even take care of. Yeah, please God, give him a Big C on his brain, on his limbs, on every single organ of his body. That ain't nobody gonna be like able to even remove. Yeah, I thought the place I was going was called Ace, but it's called Lowe's. Yeah, I'm going to Lowe's. I need a few stuff here for my little garden. I'm trying to put that garden together, but I tell you, life is just so hard. I'm just way too busy that today I had to do some gardening at home. I couldn't even film it because guess what? I was so exhausted. And the way I was doing everything, it was just the legit lazy people way of doing stuff. That's probably why I did not want to film anything. But I'm going to film when everything comes together. So right now here I'm trying to do all the home improvement stuff. I built this office at my home. I'm going to show you guys when the office is done. So right now here I'm still building everything from scratch. I got my cousin came over, helped me. We got a table up there, and we need to get, we got computers installed. Baby, that computer was so much money. I'm so mad at the world right now with this orange dude. Whatever he's messing up, I'm trying to put my business and everything together, but this guy's just making it a little bit too hard. I tell you guys, the computers got so damn expensive out here at this place of Best Buy stuff. And you know, you can't be buying like a used computer because of those used computers, when you mess them up and when you have a business going and all those files and stuff, it just is very hard if you're gonna be buying all those cheap ones and start changing everything every single minute down here. Life is very hard, and the orange dude is just making it worse. But y'all pray for us, and I'm gonna pray for y'all guys too. So guys, Charlie Boys knows where Montecito is. This guy is obsessed by Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex, Meghan, because he wishes that he could have gotten that kind of that caliber of eloquent, smart, beautiful. I'm telling you, that girl is just everything that Charlie Boy wished to have, but he was not too lucky. Yeah, he had a beautiful queen out here, Princess Diana, and he did what he did to her. And then he ended up with this horse. It's just so hard to even compare these two. But right now here, that's why he is angry. He's mad at Prince Harry. How do you pull this one here out? I wish, because I was gonna be the king, I deserve all the beautiful ladies out here, but I ended up with this horse, and I can't even look at the horse's house face anymore. Right now here, the horses lives at Claire's house there, and I'm living in this other place because I just do not want to see that horse face anymore. I was just cursed because you know what, my ancestors are alive, the entire black people around Africa, and sold them around the world and did all the terrible stuff to all those black people. So that's why these people's ancestors kind of dragging me down in the mud right now. I am being dragged in the mud, and I'm so pissed that I ended up with this horse, and right now the horse's face is deteriorating with age. I'm just so, oh God, help my mouth, guys. Were you guys praying for me? Are you guys I don't know. Are you guys really praying for me? I don't know. Please keep praying. Keep praying for my mouth. Please, cookies and cream. Please, Connie Balma. Please, Navi D. Please, Lakiva Magi. Please, Joy Anderson. Oh yeah, go Joyce. Y'all need to pray for me, Joyce. Y'all don't need to pray for me. Reba, please. Y'all need to pray for me. Oh my goodness. Sex is quiet. Please pray for me. My mouth is just so bad that I do not want to be in trouble. So because that Charlie boy is really cursed, that's why he ended up with the horse in his bed. And that problem now, he's trying to put all his issues and divert all his problems onto our Royal Highness. He's Royal Highness Prince Harry. Yes, so I found this Archie's birth certificate. I hope you all guys enjoyed to you all saw everything that they have written down there. So did you see it said Meghan the Duchess of Sussex, Princess of England, occupation. Okay, so that is her title. She is the Princess of England, whether you what or not. The world still knows that's the truth. With your hate, with everything y'all guys gonna try to say it otherwise, but guess what? She is married to your son, Charlie boy. Yes, and your son is a prince, and you are the king of that island there, so you guys can't do it otherwise. And Prince Archie is gonna be older, and he's gonna see his birth certificate. It says the occupation of his mother at the time of his birth was the Princess of England, and she is still the Princess of England right now here by marriage. Just to piss us a little bit off, we're gonna turn her into Princess Harry Mountbatten Windsor. We're gonna do it by force, and right now here we're just asking you guys to leave us damn alone with our Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex Meghan. That's what I'm talking about. C'est de ça qu'il s'agit. Voila. Yes, that's how the French people say it. Dude, you got all the money, you got all the plane, you got all the private jets, you got every single damn thing. If you want to go to Montecito to see your grandbaby, you can do that. You have the power to go on that, because I don't really know if you really know too much about anything internet or AI. Did y'all guys see this bitch, the one from the Department of Education? I heard that lady actually owned some kind of a wrestling something there team, something like that. She believes in people. She does not believe in peace. So that lady is so dumb. She is so dumb as she looks. Did you guys see that lady face? That lady, the Secretary of Education, they told her to kind of erase the department that she got hired to lead. How can somebody hire you to actually eradicate the department which they are hiring you to lead? These people are so contradictory and so dumb and so stupid. And right now here, did y'all see she tried, that girl, that lady, can you believe it, that age can't even write? She can't even write. She can't write at this age. You know, the people of that generation, those people gave birth to us. Those mothers of mine, they are 60 years old right now. I'm telling them ladies, they can write you out. But telling me this one here doesn't even know how to write? She grammatically is bad with her own damn language, and she will sit down there criticize somebody like me who wrote a thesis for a PhD. You're so stupid, you damn self. You remember when we used to be like a first year in college or like that, when the teachers will take your paper and they will correct everything and put everything like this, everything was tweeted. They took all her punctuation and tried to put it together for that lady. I can't believe this lady. Woo! You know, that was like the last generation of no bullshit. So, but this one here ended up to be the bullshit. So she is like a bad news, just like the orange dude, her secret, that thing, her secret love. So, what's her name? Melania. Malania, if you don't know, this girl here used to be actually your husband's real girlfriend back in the day. When you were not there, when you were still in Slovakia cleaning houses. Because that's probably what they say you used to do there. You used to clean houses? Which one? Yeah. One of those ones. But you know, when I was little, I was actually going to school. I was in boarding school, and then I went to colleges and all those. I don't know if you have something like that to say though, Melania. You something. I don't know who get man. Girl, please. You were like 18 and started flying with Epstein. How many people you were sold to? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. This thing here, you know. Those kind of news, they kind of bad news out here. Let's go, because you know these people here, they ain't gonna let my video go through if I tell some other stuff. You know, right? I'm gonna stop this video right now here. I talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. Please go to Isabella Banks' channel. Let's get the sister 10,000 subscribers, and then let's also go to my brother Baron. Let's get him to 100,000 subscribers, and let's go to all the success friendly channels, guys. This is not a joke. Connie Balmer already left a message for y'all guys right here. Please go to all the success friendly channels. Let's bless our sisters and brothers and sisters. We are one team, okay? We are all team success. So let's go and help each other. Let's get all those people to big numbers, so we could get all the money that we're gonna get out here to buy materials, computers and stuff and softwares to kind of put these videos together for y'all guys. You know, with all these videos and everything, the computers and everything, they're just dying like every couple months. Okay, so if we're gonna kind of help those people so they could get some little dollars, because right now life is so hard out here, so we could get a little bit of those dollars so we could start buying like computers for this thing that we're doing here. It's no joke like you thinking it is. The way you looking at those videos being put together, it's like a no joke. It's a lot of work, and it costs us money. And so if we're gonna make all those money from YouTube and everything here, and we're gonna buy all new cameras, new phones, new whatever for all this thing here to put those images together, you know, it's gonna be a blessing. We're gonna sit down here forever and support our sisters. So let's get all those brothers, the Success Squad, the brothers and sisters, and let's go and hit those subscribe button on their channels. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you all guys again tomorrow, and bye for now.